the Trillium model and its integration with quantum mechanics, we propose the concept of a quantum self. This construct suggests that the self, as experienced by an individual, is not solely a classical entity but also exhibits quantum properties. Quantum superposition of self-states. The self might exist in multiple states simultaneously, similar to quantum particles. This could explain the fluidity and complexity of human identity. We could. Quantum entanglement of selves. Individuals can become entangled through shared experiences, relationships, or collective consciousness, influencing each other's states and perceptions. Quantum tunneling of consciousness. The ability to overcome psychological barriers and access new perspectives could be seen as a form of quantum tunneling of the self. Implications for the Trillium model. Reflected wave. The quantum self's past experiences would contribute to a complex quantum superposition of self-states. Consciousness filter. The present self becomes a dynamic interplay of these superimposed states, influenced by quantum fluctuations. Probabilistic landscape. The future self exists as a quantum superposition of potential outcomes, shaped by the present state and external influences. Experimental and theoretical exploration to investigate the quantum self.
The Trillium model derives its power from the dynamic interplay between its three core components: the reflected wave, the consciousness filter, and the probabilistic landscape. These elements are interconnected, mutually influencing each other in a complex and non-linear fashion. Feedback loops. Reflected wave to consciousness. Filter. Past experiences shape perception and attention, influencing how we interpret present stimuli. Consciousness filter to reflected wave. Conscious interpretation of experiences modifies the reflected wave, creating new memories and associations. Reflected wave and probabilistic landscape. Past experiences influence the range of perceived possibilities, shaping the future. Consciousness, filter, and probabilistic landscape. Conscious choices and beliefs directly impact the likelihood of different future outcomes. Probabilistic landscape to reflected wave. The realization of potential futures becomes part of the collective and individual reflected wave. Emergent properties. The interaction of the three components gives rise to emergent properties, phenomena that are greater than the sum of their parts. Consciousness as an emergent property. The complex interplay of the reflected wave and the consciousness filter may give rise to consciousness as an emergent property. Social behavior. Collective consciousness, as an emergent property of individual consciousness filters, shapes societal norms and values. Innovation and creativity. The interaction between the reflected wave, providing foundational knowledge, and the probabilistic landscape, representing potential futures, can spark innovation. Non-linear dynamics. The Trillium model incorporates elements of chaos theory, recognizing the potential for small changes to have significant impacts. Butterfly effect. Minor alterations in the reflected wave or consciousness filter can lead to drastically different outcomes in the probabilistic landscape. Feedback loops and amplification. Positive or negative feedback loops can amplify or dampen the effects of initial conditions. Complex adaptive systems. The Trillium model can be viewed as a complex adaptive system, characterized by self-organization, emergence, and adaptation. Implications for understanding human behavior. By examining the interplay of the components, we can gain deeper insights into human behavior and the factors that shape it. Personality development. The reflected wave, consciousness filter, and probabilistic landscape interact to shape individual personality traits. Decision-making. The interplay of these components influences the decision-making process. Social change. The model can help explain how societal shifts occur through the interaction of individual and collective factors. Understanding the intricate relationships between the reflected wave, consciousness filter, and probabilistic landscape is essential for comprehending human experience and developing effective strategies for personal growth, social change, and policy making. Would you like to delve deeper into a specific aspect of the interplay between the components or explore potential applications of the Trillium model in a particular field? 6. Implications and future direction. The Trillium model offers a robust framework for understanding human experience, with far-reaching implications for various fields of study. By exploring its applications and limitations, we can identify opportunities for further research and development. Implications for various fields. Psychology. The Trillium model can inform therapeutic interventions by providing a holistic understanding of the patient's experiences, perceptions, and potential future trajectories. Education. By examining the interplay between the reflected wave, consciousness filter, and probabilistic landscape, educators can develop more effective teaching and learning applied to organizational behavior, leadership development, strategic planning. Social sciences, the Trillium model offers insights into social change, cultural evolution, and the dynamics of collective behavior. Artificial intelligence, developing AI systems based on the Trillium model could lead to more human-like and adaptable AI. Limitations and challenges. Complexity. The Trillium model is a complex framework that requires sophisticated methodologies for empirical research. Measurement, quantifying the components of the model, particularly the consciousness filter, presents significant challenges. Individual differences. The model may not fully account for individual variations in experiences and responses. Ethical considerations. Applications of the model raise ethical questions about privacy, manipulation, and free will.
Future directions, interdisciplinary research. Collaborations between psychology, neuroscience, philosophy, and other fields can deepen our understanding of the Trillium model. Technological advancements. Advances in data science, artificial intelligence, and neuroscience can facilitate empirical testing and refinement of the model. Ethical frameworks. Developing ethical guidelines for the application of the Trillium model is essential. Educational outreach. Making the Trillium model accessible to a wider audience can foster public understanding and engagement.
The Trillium model is elegant in its simplicity, yet profound in its implications. It posits that our human experience is not merely a linear progression of time, but a dynamic interplay of the past, present, and future. These dimensions, like the three petals of the Trillium, are distinct yet interconnected, influencing and shaping one another. The reflected wave represents the past, carrying the echoes of our experiences, memories, and learned behaviors. It shapes our perceptions, biases, and how we interact with the world. The consciousness filter is the here and now. It is the lens through which we perceive and interact with the world, influenced by our past and shaping our future. Finally, the probabilistic landscape embodies the future. It encompasses the myriad possibilities and potentialities that lie ahead, influenced by our past choices and present actions. The Trillium model suggests that the future is not predetermined. Instead, it is a field of possibilities shaped by the interplay of our past, present choices, and external factors. Understanding the Trillium model requires us to see these dimensions not as isolated compartments, but as interconnected aspects of a unified whole. Our past experiences, filtered through our present awareness, influence our choices and shape the landscape of our future. Similarly, our aspirations for the future can influence our present actions and even color our perceptions of the past. The past is never truly gone. It lingers like the faint scent of a familiar perfume or the echo of a distant melody. In the Trillium model, this enduring influence of the past is represented by the reflected wave. It signifies the totality of our past experiences, shaping our present and influencing our future trajectory. Our memories, both conscious and subconscious, form a significant part of this wave. They color our perceptions, influencing how we interpret events and interact with others. A childhood filled with love and security might foster a sense of trust and optimism. Conversely, early experiences of neglect or trauma can cast long shadows, leading to fear, insecurity, or defensiveness. The reflected wave also encompasses the cultural and societal norms we have internalized. Our upbringing, education, and social interactions shape our values, beliefs, and worldview. These ingrained patterns of thought and behavior influence our choices and shape our interactions with the world around us. However, the influence of the past is not always deterministic. While the reflected wave carries the weight of our experiences, it does not dictate our present or future. We have the capacity for reflection, growth, and change. By acknowledging the influence of our past, we can start to understand how it shapes our present.